2018 was amazing for me because I learned how to fly.
I think we had over 80 students out this season. We had the grand opening end of May, which we will make an annual event. That went really well. Did about 1,000 flights over the 4-day weekend.
We didn't stop. We didn't have days off. The weather was amazing. People just kept coming.
Highlight of 2018 for me was working with students and a few tandem passengers that showed up with a fair amount of anxiety. Maybe they've been deliberating about doing this for weeks, months, or even years. And to just have that opportunity to be a part of this experience that helps them transfer their fear and anxiety into trust and just leads to this breakthrough moment, a moment they'll never forget, a moment that builds confidence and results in like real true joy. It's incredible. It's not something I take lightly, and every time I'm part of facilitating that experience for someone else, it reminds me, that's why I got into this. That moment right there is what hooked me.
It felt like I was weightless, just slowly floating through the air mass. It was incredible, and I landed. It was smooth, and there's a crowd of people down there, and they all cheered. And
one of my favorite flights is launching off a 1,700-foot launch. We call it going around the world, and you can just fly for 20 minutes or so, just as a sled ride, seeing all the little deer run past you and all the wonderful wildlife we preserve out there.
One of my proudest moments this year was helping a quadriplegic, Joe Stone, fly. He's in a trach, and it takes assistance. But once you get up in the air, he is just as able as the pilots around him. Instructor at HSB Flight Park. This is Josh and Bree sitting with me. They are some of our first students to come through the flight park. They've had some great times, some amazing flights.
my name is Josh Ogborn, and I have been flying for 9 months. Started in March of 2018, and I've been hooked ever since.
So my name is Brianna Price, and I started flying in March of 2018. It was right before the park started to open, so it was kind of fun to see the beginnings of it. I've always dreamed of flying like a bird. I think all of us kind of do, and just drove our little butts up there and wanted to see what it's all about. And we met the instructors, are super amazing. We did a tandem flight to get our feet wet, and we just fell in love ever since then. I'm definitely hooked.
My people, it's time to move out, show them what we do now. They say that work seems so hard to follow. I am not a role model, only a teacher. Teach them when the school's out. Preacher man preaching to each his own. Mano we mano, fly away, fly away. Fly away with me, it's time to fly away. Fly away.
I'm Lane Lamoreaux. I'm a paragliding instructor and a tandem pilot at HSB Flight Park.
I'm Justin Bohr, paragliding instructor and owner of HSB Flight Park. I got into speed flying and paragliding to share the love of the sport. It's not quite as extreme as most people think, and I think part of it is just because they don't ever see it.
There's just really nothing quite like actually flying. Like, what sets paragliders apart is their ascent devices, not descent, not a parachute. It's not like skydiving. We're out there and we're actually flying and staying up, and you can gain altitude. And when you have altitude, you have options and you can go places.
The tools that we have nowadays are absolutely amazing.
Our biggest accomplishments in 2018 was the quality of our instruction.
We ended up training over 90 students this year.
And all those pilots are completely dialed. Very proud to have our team and myself and our names on their certification paperwork.
That was a phenomenal number to hit, and I can only imagine that it's going to be at least that, if not double, next year.
As the year's drawing to a close, it also brings us into the holiday season. So this year, maybe think about giving someone an experience, something they'll never forget.
We are currently offering gift certificates for the Christmas holidays.
For an intro flight lesson, that's just half a day where
You'll start learning how to kite a wing, become friends with the wing, get a relationship going, and kind of get a feeling of what it's all about.
we're also selling tandem gift certificates, an opportunity to buy someone an enjoyable experience they'll never forget. So when a tandem passenger shows up to the flight park, you can first off expect to be working with an advanced pilot with years of flying experience. Equipment's been thoroughly inspected, weather forecast has been analyzed from multiple sources. And when you arrive, we'll just have you fill out a couple forms and watch a short informative video that's intended to let you know what to expect and hopefully get you excited.
The instructor is going to bring you up to the ridge. They're going to do all their safety checks. They're going to check the wing and everything, make sure everything's perfect and great condition.
And then we'll get connected. And after that, the tandem pilot will just bring the glider up overhead.
You're going to take a few steps forward and you're going to be flying.
I think is gonna be a super fun year. We've got like a lot of little bugs worked out and it's starting to get the flow of things at the park.
Next year's going to be pretty amazing. We're going to promote our tandems more.
Easily twice many tandems. Probably gonna need to hire some more help, so we're always looking for some hands around the park. Lots of improvements to the campground I would like to see.
I'm looking forward to HSB Flight Park continuing to grow the sport of paragliding and speed flying in Idaho and really getting established as one of the premier destinations in the entire country to learn how to fly.
2019, I am looking forward to getting my P3. I'm looking forward to flying a multitude of sites across the country and being able to thermal and climb and get thousands and thousands of feet over the ground. It just gives you so many options. You can go places, you can fly across the country. It's just, you get to see the world from a whole different perspective.
So next year we're going to have a lot of events, live music.
The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is more events.
We are setting up a heli buggy right now for the beginning of the year.
Go big, like with some swoop alley stuff or speed flying competitions or something simple just as like an accuracy competition.
Next year, I'm super stoked. Stoke factor is high. I am so excited that we're going to be super busy and we're going to train lots of people, we're going to do lots of tandems, and we're going to have countless events.
I think our LZ is big enough to provide a venue for music festival or even just a small concert. The mountain's shaped like a bowl, so I think it will provide some pretty sweet acoustics. And yeah, bring it on, let's party.